We're getting lazier and lazier with this one, boys. Hello, hello, hello. The mask is back, and we're just gonna, just like how the UFC is getting lazy with these Apex cards still in 2026, I'm gonna get lazier and lazier with these fight prediction videos because who cares about in-depth breakdowns if they don't even get the views, right? So, hey, if you're interested, keep watching, but I'm just doing this for me at this point. I'm gonna go for you because um, uh, I don't know. He has a decent record, so I'm just gonna go with this guy. Decision, I guess. Unless they have KOs. I literally know nothing about these guys. Okay, so yeah, I'll go with KO. I'll go with like round 3 KO. Barboza had a pretty decently close fight with um, Karine Silva, I think her name is, so I'll go with her by decision because she's mostly a grappling style, at least from what I saw in that video. I mean, that what is it called? Uh, Live stream of whatever fight that was. Um, wasn't that the ESPN era? Oh man, I forgot what's Paramount was 324, so yeah, that was ESPN Plus. Um, yeah, from what I remember in that fight, they were mostly just grappling, so I think she's gonna stall to a 29-28. Boring decision. Bokoyev, Trishan Gore, I mean, yeah, I'll go with round 1 because he's usually pretty aggressive, but I could see round 2, Azamet Bokoyev. I mean, Trishan Gore showed a decent chin against Marco Tulio, but Marco Tulio, he likes to keep his range, he likes to pop the jab a bit. Azamet Bokoyev, he likes the hooks and he puts a lot of power in them, so I think Trishan Gore should be cut after this. It's a surprise that he's still in the UFC with that freaking 50-50 record. Yeah, he should lose that pretty handily, or whatever you call it, handedly, whatever. Um, I don't care. I guess Alice Pereira. I could see the other girl winning this, Haley Cohen. You know what? I'll go with an underdog here. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like a decision from Cohen for some reason. I'll just go with that. Frick it. Lando Venata, Darius Flowers. He showed a really good spinning kick in the past. He's KO'd people with it, and he showed good performance against much higher level people. Darius Flowers, I don't even know what he does. I think he just tries to grapple and throw wild haymakers. At least Venata has some good kicks, and he could probably get chinned because he has his hands low, but I don't really care. I'll just go with a decision because Darius Flowers has a pretty good chin, so I think he'll get dropped by like a spinning kick, and then he'll just survive based on grappling or something. Stuart Nicole and Costa. I mean, this is a pretty no-brainer. I think Costa, he throws with a lot of power. He's pretty much like the flyweight version of Paulo Costa, where he has a pretty good technique, except he's a worse, even though flyweights are generally better than middleweights technique-wise, he's actually worse technique-wise than Paulo Costa, because he doesn't throw any really good kicks. I mean, sometimes he'll throw some decent body, I mean, not body kicks, like leg kicks, but he pretty much completely he pretty much neglects all body kicks and head kicks. He sometimes has a knee he'll go for, but he just has the leg kicks, and he has some really powerful hooks on the feet. But he doesn't really have a good jab, or I mean, it's there, I guess, but it's not good. And Stuart Nicole, though, he just embarrassed himself with that last performance. I mean, he really does not know how to damage an opponent. It looks like he's I mean, for a 31-year-old, like he looks like he throws hands worse than Raul Rosas, and he's like 21. So Thomas Peterson, and this guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Thomas because wow, a lot of people are actually picking against Peterson. I think that this is great for me, because I think that Peterson has really good grappling, at least for heavyweight. A really good grappling to stall to a 29-28 decision, and whatever Pat, he's basically an aesthetics merchant. He is another one of these guys that looks pretty athletic for heavyweight, but that doesn't actually mean anything we learned. I mean, Derek Lewis beat Francis Ngannou, say what you will about that night, but he did win on paper, and he's a blob, so who cares? Robert Ruchula, versus Jose Delano. I guess I'll go with Delano. Ruchula, he's kind of just willing to fight at range. If you're that type of fighter, like a William Gomis, who plays at kickboxing range, and he is okay with fighting at that range, then Robert is the kind of guy that is also willing to accept that sort of fight. And that is not good for a guy who kind of relies on power and boxing. So Jose being I mean, they're basically the same with attributes, but I have a feeling that he's like, I saw his record, I saw the record of his opponents. I think that he is probably more proven, and I hope that Muchala wins though. I think that he's gonna, wait, what did I pick there? Oh, I picked, I guess decision. I just think that he's gonna fight that sort of William Gomis style that should probably get him the win, I guess. Tommy McKillen, I guess I'll go with submission here. He seems good from what I've seen from Contender Series, from O'Malley's uh, Glaze. And this guy, Zacchini, he's kind of just like a diversity hire, I guess. He's like a Italian that looks Arab, so they're like, okay, let's get him. Um, but he kind of just folds, so it's like, what's the point of even keeping him? I guess for to build a prospect like McKillen. I'm gonna say round two because I feel like he's kind of going to surprise McKillen early on with his takedown defense, and I think he's going to have to strike with him a little bit. It's going to be kind of close, but I think McKillen's got some maybe more power. Zacchini, he doesn't, I don't know what he even does either, so it's similar to these other guys. It's like, what does he even do? But I don't know. I think he has a chin. I mean, didn't he fight Patty one time, I think? And he kind of looked okay there, so. Or maybe I'm thinking of something completely different. Maybe, oh, I'm thinking of Luigi, I think. Estevan Ewing, I think Estevan, the fact that he's going to these 29-28 decisions with guys like Cody Durden, I think Durden, right? He's in there, right? Okay, well not. But Felipe Boon's 29-28, not a good look. This other guy, what's the kid's name? I can't believe I'm forgetting. Aguilar, not a great look. These aren't like 30-27 dominant decisions. Like he's doing good, and he's showing that he's far better in the grappling, far superior, and he's positionally aware. But Ewing, I think he's going to be bigger just on mass, like on reach and height. Sure, Estevan's like got him beat practically, but in all reality, it's like in all likelihood, this fight's going to end up on the feet. And Estevan, what again for the third time? What does he even do on the feet? He probably throws a front kick and that's it. So I'll go with decision. Abdul Rahman, Yakyaev. Bryson Ribeiro. I think he's gonna destroy this fool. First round submission. I mean, what is there to say? Bryson Ribeiro, he throws these hooks way too wide. Sometimes he has an okay jab, I guess, but he'll probably just go for a Kimura, end up on bottom, and then he'll give up a rear naked choke. Who cares? Verna Jandaroba, Tepetherici. Jandaroba is more proven. Tepetherici's gonna try and hold her up against the fence, get total strikes, and hip feint at range. While Jandaroba, I think she's gonna be bigger and stronger. Although Ricci is pretty strong for this weight class, surprisingly for her height and reach. I think that Jandaroba is more proven, and she still had a pretty close fight with Mackenzie Dern. So I'll say 29-28, maybe even split, but I'll go with her. And then Moicano versus Chris Duncan. I want Moicano to win, but honestly, I couldn't be asked. I'll go with Duncan by like third round guillotine. I think that first round's going to be tough. I think it's going to be kind of a tit for tat at range. Moicano's going to pump the jab on him. It's going to be a little hard for Duncan to get inside. I think eventually he's going to slip inside, find some hooks. Moicano's going to kind of retreat, and then he's going to shoot a sloppy takedown up against the fence. Um, Somehow gets on top, wins the round, I guess. Duncan, he's starting to feel his rhythm more on the second round. He's pushing the pace more, but Moicano has a decent chin, especially against a guy like Duncan who's got pretty average power. And I think that what he's going to do is again it's going to be a pretty competitive round, but Moicano ends up on top. Then Duncan sort of reverses the position, lands some nasty elbows, and then I think in the third round Moicano's going to kind of slow down like he showed against Benil Dariush, like he even showed against BSD from the absolute pounding that he left him on the first round. In the second and third round, or I don't know if it went to the third, but in the following moments of the fight, he actually was losing against a swelled up eyes, couldn't even see BSD on the feet. So I think Duncan's eventually gonna find moments. He's gonna like find a hook to an overhand, and then I think he's gonna get a guillotine, and then just finish the fight from there when Moicano is shooting a sloppy takedown. So that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Mask of MMA out.